Okay, with the skill tree, I figured that I should give you guys an update on how you should build the Mad Dog. Now, I am not entirely sure whether this is the min-max build for the Mad Dog, but this is what I feel is pretty good. Let me just reallocate my ammo real quick because I was playing this thing in competitive earlier. There we go. Alright, so the Mad Dog actually got a slight bit of a nerf with the skill tree, unfortunately. It's still very, very powerful, but it did get a nerf. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So, the build now is actually one more double heatsink, 18 double heatsinks, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 tons of ammo total. And yeah, this is the armor distribution now, because I managed to shave half a ton of ammo for more armor. Because previously I had to shave quite a fair bit of armor to get the extra half ton of ammo, which I actually needed because I ran out of SRM ammo a lot in my Mad Dog. And the build for it now is, the Mad Dog is a really interesting case where you actually want to invest in a little bit of everything. So right now in the firepower tree, I spec'd into missile racks, so I can invest less tonnage into ammo and more into heat sinks, because at the end of the day, more heat sinks matter more than having more heat gen and more cooldown, because you know it's a physical equipment. It matters more than quirks to a certain degree. So this is how my firepower skill tree looks. I went mostly left side. I tried missile spread. It doesn't really. I can't really see a difference. You're better off spending more on heat gen. So I went this tree right here. So missile racking, stuff like that. Went for range. You want to get at most 10% range, but the reason why I have 11% is because if I wanted to reach the heat gen node over here, I had to go that route. Anything else I would like to point out? No. Okay, survivability, I went a bit into structure. I wanted at least around a 20% structure bonus, because the Mad Dog comes with a base structure of +7 on each side torso, and the way the skill tree nodes work, at least for the structure and armor, is that it's compounded, meaning that it takes my structure including the quirks and then multiplies it by the percentage. So instead of having, like, the Mad Dog is supposed to have only 28 structure, with the base quirk it has 35 structure, and then it's compounded with 20%. I think, I'm not sure, I can't math, even though I'm Asian, math is not my strong point, but yeah, it has 42 structure right now. What's 20% of 35? Hang on, we're gonna take a calculator here. Hang on, let's see. 20%, wait. 35 divided by 100 times 20. Yeah, okay. So it's 20% of the total structure. Oh, that's my overlay, whoops. I'm using OBS to record this. So it's, yeah, there you go. So if that means that if your mech has structure torque, spec into structure. If your mech has armor torque, spec into armor. If you're actually, most of the time I would say just spec into structure, because it's the easiest it's the easier tree to spec for. Which I should probably reorganize my tree here. Hang on a moment. It should be more efficient in getting the skeletal density. Hang on one moment. Is it still the same? It's oh, actually it's better because I get more fall damage reduction. So yeah, I'm doing the right. If you want to go in the structure, go through the right, because it's a lot easier to get these easily accessible structure nodes. If you want to go for armor, obviously go to the left. So I'm gonna go add XP real quick. So this is how my armor tree looks like. We're gonna move these this list away. So 12 points in the survivability. You can see well, basically the structure of the skill tree. Anyway, we're gonna go to mobility. Now mobility was a bit of a hard one, because the Mad Dog's a brawler. If you don't spec in the mobility, the thing is really sluggish and you cannot brawl with it at all. So I went into maximum torso speed, excluding the NAS node. Basically, I went into everything except a singular kinetic burst. Torso pitch, you don't need it, because most of the time when you're fighting a brawl, you're ground level, and 10% torso pitch is like an extra 2 degrees up or down, which is not that much, and honestly speaking. So I basically got all of the kinetic burst, all of the heartbreak, all of the anchor turn, because in the brawler, you want to be able to make tight turns. You need the good XL decel in case you pick a bad corner. There's stuff like that. And torso speed to be able to actually spread your damage away. I could show you. I would do that later on. Okay, for operations is almost always a must, especially in mechs with a lot of heat sinks. Now I would recommend going through the left side because you have more useful nodes such as hill climb. Hill climb is much more useful than improved gyros, because if you're getting shot a lot with improved gyros, you're kind of doing it wrong. And at the same time, top pitch shake actually does not move your reticule. It's just shaking your screen, but the reticule, like your crosshair, wherever it's pointing, stays where it is basically. So just go for hill climb, go through the left side, go for all the cool run. Heat containment is not worth it. Heat containment is of the base heat level, not of the not including your additional double heat sinks. So it's bad, a lot worse in comparison to cool run. You're better off spending to more heat gen. Sensors, I didn't get anything because infotech is for scrubs. Unless you're an LRM, yeah, it's for scrubs. I don't need it. It's helpful to have seismic, but it's more useful to invest in like more firepower, mobility, and operations. Now for auxiliary, I spec'd into double tool shot. Enhanced tool shot basically means that tool shot 27 reduces your heat by 50% basically. I can show you guys in the actually, yeah, I can show you guys in the testing down real quick. So I went double coolant and a singular artillery strike. I would recommend double coolant and UAV most of the time, but I went for a double coolant and advanced airstrike because, well, I just want to farm more damage. So we go to testing grounds real quick. That was my phone, disregard that. Yeah, this is all raw ad lib. I figured I should get this video out ASAP for you guys running Splat Dogs. For those of you who have embraced the gospel, congratulations. The Mad Dog just got slightly worse. It's not that much worse. It's still very easy to run in solo queue. So with all of the torso speed nodes, say 1, it turns probably just as fast as it did before the skill tree. Now the anchor turn, I'm not too sure. I never really measured that. I think it still turns really tight. Yeah, I think it still turns really tight. You get an extra 2 meters of SRM range. The heat
oh
is
geez,
pretty
it's
good.
a bad guy.
That was really loud. Excuse me, I burped. So you have significantly worse cooldown, 5% worse, but you also have 5%, like around, no, 6% heat gen with the SRMs, which isn't too bad. And you have double coolant now, so watch. And also the alpha on this thing, I think it's cooler now? Okay, it's not cooler, that's my imagination. So hang on, let me just try and get to a really high heat level first.
Yellow mode engaged. Reactor meltdown
So,
detected.
okay, right now you see I am at around, I'm gonna alpha one more time at 60% heat. Watch as I flush the
It's blazing hot
flush the
here.
coolant, 50%
AC
heat gone.
130 ready.
That's how good enhanced coolant is.
You
should
what,
get it
mate?
for every single mech. Unless you're a ballistic mech. If your ballistic mech heats up really easily, then you don't need to. Then you should still get the enhanced coolant. But yeah, maybe just one. But for like brawlers and laser boats, 100% of the time you want double coolant. That means you can fire like for the Mad Dog, 50% heat is like, oh that was a bit too fast. 50% heat is like 1 alpha including those heat, or let's see how many salvos it is. 1, 2. It's probably about 2.5 more salvos with the extra coolant, so it's pretty good. So yep, 100% of the time invest into double coolant. I think that's all for the Mad Dog update with the skill tree. I will still run it. It's still one of my favorite mechs to run, but with all of the mechs that are viable right now, like the skill tree made a whole lot of mechs more viable. It did kill certain mechs. It killed the Vindicator, for fuck's sake. Vindicators actually did. It used to be garbage, but a fun kind of garbage. It was fun to play. Now it's just painful to play because like I have to spec into this, that, and it's like, ugh, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the Vindicator right now. But there are other mechs that are a lot more viable, like the Orion 2CA for example, the Jaeger DD with the ammo racking. Ammo racking's pretty good. Dugor's Ebon Jaguar is a lot more powerful now. What else? Double UX 10 Summoner is pretty fucking hilarious. It actually has enough ammo now and enough structure in its legs, so it doesn't instantly leg. What else is viable? I shouldn't tell you guys that. You didn't see anything. Anyway, I'm just giving you guys a list of mechs that are now viable, a lot more viable than the skill tree. Different 3M with a standard engine. Very viable. Because you have 6 tons of ammo now with only 5 tons of ammo. Very worth it, very viable. I might need to respec this in a little bit because I don't know. Oh, I didn't get missile spread, good. Okay, so what other mechs are viable? Let's see. Hunchback 2C with triple UX 5, 2 medium lasers. 12 small pulse Nova, 6 medium laser Nova, 2 PPC Nova. Triple large pulse Wolverine 6K is back. Yes, my friends, the Wolverine 6K is back. Viper is a lot better. It was good before the steel tree. It's now better with the steel tree. Shadowcat's pretty much dead, unfortunately. Huntsman got slightly better. Cicadas are dead. You wouldn't run a cicada over a wolfhound. Centurions are still so-so. For light max, cheetah got buffed, but you need remove the ECM torso of the cheetah because you need to spend way too many points to make ECM decent again, which is not worth. You might as well get the B right torso, which gets you more agility, and the C left torso, so you can have all 5 small pulses, and you get an extra heatsink with it too. General F is a lot more viable now. Oxide is back. If you spec in the structure tree, it's very tanky. Raven 2X is pretty good now. Panther 9R with 2 PPCs or some other energy loadouts pretty good. Wolfhound 2 is probably the tankiest light in the game. It's probably one of the best for solo queue, along with the General F. As for assault, we have Banshees. Banshee 3M is back. Venommaster 1G with 3 large pulse 3 mediums is back. The Bang Bus, the one that I used to run way back in 2015. Venommaster 2C is ridiculous. It got a giant, yeah, actually I'd rather people not run Venommaster 2Cs. You guys didn't hear anything. Direwolf is pretty good now. Like, there's a reason to run the Direwolf over the Toadiak because the Direwolf has more weapon slots over the Toadiak. Yes, the Toadiak's faster, but the agility is the same overall. King Crabs, I've not tested them yet. Marauder 2Cs have been buffed by the skill tree. Mauler MX90 with 3 AC5s, 2 UX5s is pretty good. Victor is now one of the best brawlers in the game. Zeus can eat more damage than the US economy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, that's the end of my video. I went on a lot longer than I should have. Like, I was only going to talk about the Mad Dog, then I went and diverted off to another topic. Anyway, if you like the video, don't forget to press the like button and share it with your friends. Tell them how to update the Gospel of the Mad Dog. Comment in the comment section down below. Dislike or dislike the video, doesn't matter. And I hope you all enjoyed yourselves today. And I actually don't hate the steel tree. Let that be known. I don't actually hate the steel tree. It's pretty fun. Bye bye.